Forever in her heart, Mrs. Adepeju Olufunmilayo Oshin ní Ogunwo, born on the 26th of August 1931 at Ikorodu, Lagos State. To Pa Emmanuel Oluwole Ogunwo, alias Pa, chairman of the Ramuja and Adekiyeri royal families in Umu-Ijebu, and to Mama Taiwo Solebo of the Solebo royal family in Ikorodu. Soon after her birth, she was taken to the family home at Agbole Olomu at 1 Siriki Street, Lagos. She spent her childhood years at Lagos, Ijebu-Ijesha, and Abeokuta, where she had her primary and secondary schooling at St. Paul's Breadfruit School, Lagos, St. Matthew's School, Ijebu-Ijesha, and Abeokuta Girls School, Abeokuta, and Girls Modern Secondary Academy, which became Antioch Girls Comprehensive School, Lagos, all from 1936 to 1948. Mama Mrs. Oshin started her general nursing training at the General Hospital, Lagos, in 1949, before proceeding to England in April 1950 to continue her training in general nursing at A. Mills Hospital, Bishop Stratford, Hertfordshire, where she obtained the certificate for general nursing with a first-class honors in July 1953. In 1954, she undertook her midwifery studies at St. Andrew Hospital, Bromley by Bow in London, Part 1, and at Lewisham Hospital, London, for the Part 11 certification. She specialized as an orthopedic nurse from the Royal National Orthopedic Hospital, London, and Stanmore, Mid-Sales, in the United Kingdom from 1954 to 1955. She had stints at the Royal Orthopedic Hospital, London, General Infirmary, Leeds, Oxford, and King's College Hospitals, among others. When she returned to Nigeria in 1955, she worked as a nursing sister at Jericho Nursing Home, Ibadan, under the old Western Region Ministry of Health. She then joined and worked at the University College Hospital, UCH, Ibadan, in 1957 until 1991, where she retired as the senior matron in charge of outpatient services and accident and emergency at UCH. She was responsible for administration of outpatient clinics, accident and emergencies, operating theaters, and intensive care units. Mrs. Olufunmilayo Oshin, a fellow of the West African College of Nursing, FWACN, will be remembered for her diligence, hard work, and high sense of responsibility to duty. As the senior matron in charge of accident and emergency at UCH was exemplary. She was a teacher and mentor to many who worked with and were associated with her. She was a member of and the president of many years of Young Women's Christian Circle, St. James Cathedral, Kibola, Ibadan. She was also a member of the Mothers Union, a member of the Harvest Committee, as well as the matron of Egbefogo Folorun in the cathedral. Mrs. Funmi Oshin, as she was known, as she called by her friends and close acquaintances, was a quintessential woman whose gentleman, kind-heartedness, and truthfulness reflected in all she did. Together with friends, she started the Progressive Ladies Circle, PLC, at Ibadan in 1960s. A member of the Corona Circle, a group made up of women and wives of civil servants coordinated by the wife of the governor, also in the 1960s. She was also known and cherished among the Sweet Mothers, a philanthropic group made up of childhood friends, Mrs. Aina Shaw, Mrs. Lydia Ademokun, Mrs. Funmilayo Oshin, Mrs. Olushola, and Mrs. Dupe Oke, all now of blessed memory. Mrs. Oshin was a lover of people, a philanthropist, an interior decorator, and a lover of music. All these virtues reflected in her community service and benevolence in her neighborhood. The Anglican Church of Mobalufon Ijebu, also at Umu-Ijebu, and together with her husband, the Gestry Home for the Disabled, amongst many. She gave foodstuff and other items to the elderly and motherless babies' homes for many years. Mama Mrs. Adepeju Olufunmilayo Oshin, was married to Dr. Thompson Abayomi Oshin, whom she met in 1951. They got married at Christ Church, Highbury, London in 1954. After 3 years of courtship, there was a relationship and union that spanned over 20 years. She was blessed with children, Segun Oshin, Oluwatoyin Somide, Enita Ademusan, and Oluwole Oshin, all well accomplished to the glory of God in their various endeavors. She had many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She will be greatly missed by her family, her sister, nephews, niece, cousin, her in-laws, neighbors, and the church community. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace.